Yes, guys, welcome back to Kosi 90 More. My name is Kosi, and welcome back to another match preview. Manchester United, Brighton, another special one. This one is for Sunday, but I wanted to do the preview a little bit earlier than usual because United is a big club and they are second on the table and everything about them is big. Anyway, smash the likes up, subscribe to the channel. We are moving very fast to 90 subscribers, which is amazing. So subscribe to the channel, smash the likes up. I want us to talk about Manchester United, my problem with them, and why I think they will beat Brighton. But it's going to be one of a hard one. It's going to be a tough one. I think United will need to do more than the usual. They will need to step out of that comfort zone. They will need to push a little bit harder to beat Brighton, because Brighton is a very hard team, and we're going to look at the predicted lineups and how both clubs have been lining up recently, and see what exactly should Manchester United do in this one. Can they even beat Brighton? If it's a question to be asked and answered. So if I look at Brighton, this is how they lined up in their last game against Newcastle. It was a successful win, 3-0. That's comfortable, isn't it? Against Newcastle, they had a 3-4-1-2 formation with Sanchez in goal, Ben White, Lewis Dunk, Veltman, Grob, Lallana, Yavis Bissouma, Moda, Trossard, Mope, and Welbeck. That is the lineup they went with as Brighton, and they actually won 3-0. That is at home, and now they're traveling away at the Old Trafford. And I'm going to give you my problem with Brighton, and I'll also give you a reason as to why I think Brighton will not beat Manchester United. This is how they lined up in the last game. It was a 3-1 loss to Leicester City. Of course, a game that left many Manchester United fans fuming. Of course, it was a disappointing result. Very, very, disappointing. Shambles. But Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and Alex Telles, that was the defense that started in that game. Dean Henderson, Matic, Fred. Of course, Dean Henderson is the goalkeeper. Matic and Fred were the pivot. The creative player there was Danny Van der Beek, and there's so many questions about Van der Beek and his creativity in that one. Paul Pogba played on the left-hand side of the pitch, which also created so many questions there. Mason Greenwood played on the right, and Anthony Martial played as the striker. So there is no Rashford in the starting lineup, and there is no Bruno Fernandes there, which two of the players that I expect to come back as soon as possible in the starting lineup. So for me, I've gone with this kind of lineup for Manchester United. I don't know whether it's one that's going to make some sense for you guys, or I'm just wasting my time. But this is my predicted lineup for Manchester United. Here we go. So I've gone with David De Gea in goal. I think he should be fit to come back because United need him a lot. Bissaka, Maguire, Lindelof, and Shaw. Now there's so many questions around Shaw and around Lindelof and Harry Maguire. Are they the best partnership United has? Should they be playing together? But for now, apart from Eric Bailly and Harry Maguire, I think Solskjaer should be playing Lindelof and Maguire until the end of the season. I played a 4-3-3. I've not played their diamond. I really have problems with their diamond and how they set it up. But I think Pogba, Bruno, and Fred, that should be the kind of lineup in the midfield we see. And then Rashford should be returning. Bruno should return. Martial as the striker. And Mason Greenwood as the other forward. So I think in a system of 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1, whichever kind of formation they want to use, because I think they can use whatever kind of formation. They could just to make sure, they could just pull Martial a little bit here and then move Bruno Fernandes in, up front to make it a 4-2-3-1, and it could still be very, very brilliant in my case. So against Brighton, what should Manchester United do? Either it's a 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1, and I think it will work for them. But what should they do? What is going to be needed in this one if United are going to win it? That is, for me, that is what I think. The focus. For me, that's where the focus should be, and I think that is where United should actually center. So Brighton is a club that's, they don't have so many wins in their last, in their last game. They don't have so many wins. I think they have 2 wins in their last 5 games. So they're not doing so well. But one of the things they have is, if you look at how they line up, and I just wanna take you back here. It's a 3-4-3. Okay, so you could call it a 3-4-1-2, but literally it's a 3-4-3, and they have almost 5 players in that midfield. And Tariq Lamptey, of course, was not available for the Newcastle game. You pray, and if you're Brighton fan, you're praying that he comes back. So they're playing Moda, Grob, Lallana, Bissouma, and Trossard as part of that midfield, and then you have Neil Maupay, who could actually run back to make it a midfield of 6. What do I mean by that? It's simple as this: they have numbers. They have numbers in the midfield. They're going to they want to control the midfield. I've seen Arsenal play against Brighton, and they controlled the midfield when we were playing against them. So they're gonna control this area. They want to control this area until wherever they go, wherever they want, because they have the numbers there. They have almost 6 players in this area, and they're going to always try to control the area. They have 3. They have 3 defenders. If you are attacking them, their full backs will run back, and they'll have 5 defenders. I think by now anybody who follows football, how the 3-4-3 works. So they have 5 defenders when you're attacking them, and when they're attacking you, they actually have numbers and numbers and numbers going forward. They have 7 players going forward, with an option of having an extra player from the 3 coming forward, and making those moves. So I think it's going to be a midfield battle. Of course, when I say it's a midfield battle, many people may say no, because it can be a midfield battle. It's mere Brighton, but if you look at the quality they have in that midfield, Trossard and Bissouma, United have got to be very, very wary of Brighton. And that, what I think? It's funny, but this is what I think about this game. Pogba and Fred and Bruno. That's why I said Bruno should be playing in kind of a 3. In a 4-3-3, a midfield of 3. I think Pogba, Bruno, and Fred are going to be very, very influential in this game, especially if you want to control this area of the pitch, where I think the battle is going to be. Of course, I think quality-wise, United is better. Fred, Pogba, and Bruno. United is the better side, but you need the hard work, because Brighton is hard working. They have those hard working players in Bissouma and Alejandro Trossard. So you've got to work hard. You need to work hard, and I think Pogba and Fred, because Fred, what Fred gives you is he covers a lot of distance, and that's the beauty I love about him as a player. He's going to make these runs all over the field, pass the ball in these areas, receive the ball and then get it back, and then pass it again and move around. So I think, however much many people will doubt the quality of Fred, I think he's needed in such games where you need to dominate. I think he's one player that can actually help you dominate the game. Pogba, there are no questions about Pogba. His brilliance is unprecedented. There's no question about Pogba and what he offers. Bruno Fernandes, there are no questions about what he offers. My only problem with this United lineup and this United team is the absence of Marcus Rashford. Greenwood is not having the best of seasons, as well as Anthony Martial. So, and they do not have enough squad depth to replace these players. Because if you look at a team like City, when Aguero has been down, they've gotten so many goals, from other players. Now for United, that doesn't happen, and you're gonna ask yourself, how the hell are they second? I think it's because they have capitalized on the fact that other clubs are not good, and for them they can be good, and some a sort of some sort of I don't know what kind of luck, but Okay, I think they have capitalized on such situations. So Anthony Martial, you need to score the goals. Marcus Rashford, you need to make these runs, and they should be effective. Mason Greenwood, you need to make these runs and they should be effective, as well as Anthony Martial. You know, you need to make these runs and you need to score the goals. I think it's a game that Manchester United should be winning, and it's a game that they can win comfortably. I don't think, you know, if United can't win this game comfortably, then Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is gonna have, you know, a lot of problems next season, because he's been confirmed as the next manager of Manchester United, not officially, but according to the latest rumors and topics around, it's already clear that he's going to be the next manager. He's going to be the manager around there. But he's got to start winning these games comfortably. You know, he needs to start getting this result, you know, a little bit more and more comfortable. But still, it's a game I think United can win around 2-1, 3-1. But for me, it's going to be more about the quality of the football from Manchester United rather than the result. My name is Kosi. That has been Manchester United x Brighton preview. I'll come back with a match reaction if all goes well. And tune in tomorrow for the Chelsea match reaction. Of course, it's not. It's going to be. I really like. I would like to do much of match analysis rather than previews and not previews, but rather than reactions. So I'll do match analysis. I try to explain. So I think United should be lining up in a 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3, and they should be able to beat Brighton around 2-1 or 3-1. Till next time, subscribe to my channel. Please do subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, if you're an Arsenal fan, I have an Arsenal fan channel where I give a lot of Arsenal content. Of course, the link is going to be in the description. Please do follow that link and get all the Arsenal content available.